Let me guess. You open your closet in the morning and it's packed. Clothes are spilling off the hangers, jeans folded in bins, shoes lined up at the door. By every measure, you should have options. And yet somehow you're staring at it all, feeling like you have absolutely nothing to wear. Or maybe you're a thrift addict. Every weekend, you score something new: a vintage knit, a blazer for $5, that perfect pair of jeans you just couldn't leave behind. You come home buzzing with excitement, add it to your closet, and then days later, that excitement is gone. The piece just sits there, unworn, while you reach for the same three outfits again and again. Here's the truth: those mistakes aren't random. They're not about you lacking discipline or being bad at style. They're patterns, and every single pattern tells a story. They reveal something deeper about why you shop the way you do, about your mindset, your identity, even the way you process change in your life. So, in this video, I'm not just going to list the 7 most common shopping mistakes. I'm going to show you what they actually mean, why you're making them, the psychology behind them, and most importantly, how to break the cycle so you can finally build a wardrobe that feels intentional, functional, and actually like you. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Mistake number one: buying for the life you wish you had. You know this one. The glittery cocktail dress that's still hanging with the tag, waiting for that glamorous event that never comes. The power blazer you thought you'd wear to an office that, well, doesn't actually exist in your life. Or those strappy 4-inch heels you couldn't even walk in if you tried. This is aspirational shopping. You're buying for a fantasy version of yourself, the one on your Pinterest board, the influencer's feed, or the dream life in your head. I once had a friend who owned literally 6 sequin dresses. 6. She worked from home, lived in sneakers, and rarely went to anything fancier than a friend's dinner party. She wasn't buying clothes for her life, she was buying them for a version of herself she thought she should be. So, what's the fix? Start with a lifestyle audit. Write down what you actually do in a week: commute, errands, school run, coffee dates, dinners, lounging. Then match your wardrobe to fit that life, not a fantasy one. Pro tip: create a someday Pinterest board. Save the sequins, the stilettos, the big dreamy pieces there. That way, if an event does come up, you have a vision ready, but you won't clutter your closet with outfits you'll never wear. Raise your hand if you ever bought the exact same striped sweater again and again because, well, it felt safe. Or if you own 7 pairs of nearly identical black ankle boots, or maybe 12 white button down shirts, all slightly different but basically the same. This is comfort zone shopping. It feels safe, it feels easy, and it gives us a little dopamine hit without risk. But it also is what I call shopping amnesia. We forget what we already own, so we repeat it over and over. I definitely struggled with this. I literally had the exact same gray cardigan in 3 different fonts. 3. Same length, same knit, same shade. I wasn't building a wardrobe, I was just pressing copy and paste. Here's how I fixed it. Before you shop, check your closet. Take pictures if you need to. When you pick something up in store or online, ask yourself, does this add something new, or am I just repeating what I already own? Number 3, try the one in, one out rule. If you bring home another striped tee, one has to leave. Pro tip: if you love duplicates, make them intentional. Put your favorite pants in 2 different colors or your favorite sweater in 2 different fabrics. That way, you're expanding, not repeating. Mistake number 3: falling for sales and urgency traps. You know the drill. You're scrolling and suddenly, final sale 40% off today only, or worse, only two left in stock. And you panic. You buy it because you don't want to miss the deal. This is the classic urgency trap. You're not buying because you love it, you're buying because your brain loves the feeling of scoring a bargain. I once had a friend who literally dropped $200 in a Zara sale, 5 pieces, and she wears none of them because none of them had been on her radar before. And now they sit in her closet, and she doesn't love a single one of them enough to wear them outside. So here's the fix. Ask yourself, would I buy this if it weren't on sale? Wait 24 hours. If it's gone tomorrow, it wasn't meant for you. Use sales to buy what was already on your list, not random filler pieces. Pro tip, remember, a piece you bought for 70% off but never wore still costs you money. The real bargain is something you'll wear 70 times, not something that was 70% off. Mindset shift. Reframe sales as an opportunity filter. Only buy if it's something you'd want at full price, in your size, in your color season, and that works seamlessly with your wardrobe. Otherwise, you're just donating it later. Mistake number 4, ignoring fit and fabric. We've all been there. The blouse that looked amazing in the fitting room but feels itchy the second you wear it. The jeans that dig into your stomach every time you sit down. The sweater that pills after 2 washes. This happens because we get distracted by color, style, or price, and we forget to check the experience of wearing it. I once had an entire shoe shelf labeled cute but uncomfortable. Shoes that I'd worn once, maybe twice, then abandoned. So here's the fix. Always check the fabric tag. Natural fibers like cotton, wool, and silk usually last longer and feel better. Test the movement. Sit, bend, walk in the fitting room. If you can't live in it, don't buy it. And next up, buy the size that fits now, not the size you wish you were. Why this happens. We fall in love with pieces in isolation, but outfits are ecosystems. Proportions, textures, and contexts matter. Mindset shift. Train yourself to shop in outfits, not items. Before buying, visualize 3 full looks using what you already own. Better yet, wear your most worn pieces while shopping, like trying on shoes with jeans that you live in. Here's a big one: copying style without translating it to your own life. Maybe you see an influencer do a haul and you buy the exact same pieces. Or you fall in love with Carrie Bradshaw's wild outfits, but your real life looks a lot more like Rory Gilmore's. I know that it's super common for people to try to replicate Hailey Bieber's oversized blazer with biker shorts. On Hailey, it's chic, effortless, and edgy. But for those who, let's say, are 5'2" and living in a small town, it could feel a bit overwhelming and maybe out of place. The fix isn't to stop being inspired, it's to adapt. Run every style idea through 3 filters: your body type, like Kibby, your color season, and your lifestyle. Love Carrie Bradshaw? Take her confidence in mixing textures, but translate it into pieces that make sense for you. Pro tip: always ask yourself, do I love this outfit or do I love it on her? If it's just admiration, save it to your inspo board, not your cart. Why this happens. Without a framework, shopping becomes chaos. It's like walking into a grocery store with no list and no recipes in mind. You end up with snacks, not meals. Random buys don't connect the dots. That bold jacket or patterned skirt just sits there waiting for pieces that don't exist in your closet. Mindset shift. Build a vocabulary. Start with 3 words that define your style. For example, classic, romantic, and effortless. Use them like a compass. If the items don't align with at least 2 of your words, skip it. Every year there's a new must have: micro minis, oversized blazers, neon brights. And every year people buy them without thinking, then realize they have nothing to wear them with. This is what happens when you chase novelty without building a foundation. You end up with a closet of trends, but no actual outfits. Here's the fix: build your foundations first: pants, coats, knits, shoes. Then layer in trends like seasoning. Keep trends to 20% of your outfit at most. Pro tip: think of your wardrobe like a meal. The basics are the protein, the sides, the fillings. Trends are like the spices. They add flavor, but they can't be the whole dish. Why this happens? We're wired for novelty. Your brain literally rewards you with dopamine when you buy something new. Add social proof from influencers, and it feels irresistible. The trap: trends often highlight a specific body type or style archetype. When you skip the filter of, does this align with my body and my vibe, you end up with clothes that feel awkward. Mindset shift. Flip the script. Trends should be filters, not rules. Ask yourself, if I already owned this, would I reach for it 3 times this month? If not, let it pass. Finally, let's talk about emotional shopping. We've all done it: breakup shopping, payday splurges, stress relief scrolling. That little high you get when you hit purchase, that's dopamine. It feels amazing for 10 minutes and then it fades. And then the guilt kicks in. Here's the fix: pause for 24 hours before buying. Channel the urge into browsing or pinning instead of buying. Ask yourself, what feeling am I trying to buy right now? And maybe pull out your journal and start journaling about it. Pro tip: shopping won't fix your feelings. Clothes should add joy and confidence, not regret. Why it happens: shopping triggers dopamine, and we like to use it as a mood regulator. But clothes bought for emotional band aids rarely integrate into your real wardrobe. The problem: you're not shopping for style, you're shopping for a chemical hit. And the cycle keeps you spending without ever fixing the root issue. Mindset shift. Before you buy, ask, am I solving boredom, stress, or loneliness with this purchase? If yes, redirect. Call a friend, go for a walk, journal. Shopping isn't the problem. It's when shopping is the coping strategy that your closet suffers. These 7 mistakes aren't just about clothes, they're about psychology and how we see ourselves, our fantasies, our insecurities, even our moods. But the good news: once you understand why you shop the way you do, you can start breaking the cycle. Instead of a closet full of random pieces, you'll have a wardrobe that actually supports your life and makes you feel like the best version of yourself. And here's the secret: the most stylish people you admire, they're not perfect shoppers. They've just learned their own patterns, and now so have you. So tell me in the comments which of these mistakes hit home for you, because I promise I've made all of them myself. And if you want me to do a follow up where I show you exactly how to fix these mistakes with a real closet edit, hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around for the entire video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!